was blown away by the lack of a plot, but the lack of a good plot. Nina always goes to the litter box whenever I have to film. I can hear people screaming in the background. Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise Pages on Instagram and also on Twitter, and welcome to my December wrap-up. I actually asked you guys over on Twitter whether you still wanted to see it because I didn't finish a lot of books this month, but I mean, I wanted to show you anyway. I will start with the stack that I have for my Game of the Books, or at least the ones that I had to finish. And the stack that I actually had to finish were these four: The Wolf and the Water, The Invisible Life of Addie, LaRue, Winter Murder, and Fallen Kingdoms. And let's just start with the first one that I finished this month, and that was Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I'm not sure if this was the first book that I finished this month, as in read this month, but I did finish it this month. It is a Christmas miracle. It really is. I didn't expect to actually finish it before 2021, and I really enjoyed it. The characters are so well done. I loved the world building, just in general, the way in which that situations were handled, the multiple point of views, the intrigue, the politics. Very good book. I can't tell you too much about it, but basically what I can tell you is that it follows four characters. So it follows Cleo, it follows Magnus, and it follows Jonas. They're all in different kingdoms. And then it also sort of follows Lucia, who is Magnus's little sister. Or sister. I'm not sure if it's his little sister. I think it is. And then everything sort of happens. I really can't tell you too much about it because I really don't want to spoil what is inside the book. But I can tell you that it's action-packed, filled with fun characters. There were a couple of cringe-worthy moments, but I think that they were actually solved really well. I can't tell you, but they were. And I cannot wait to get into book number 2. So next up is The Invisible Life of Addie, LaRue. I actually finished it, all 500 pages of it, and I enjoyed it. I can hear people screaming in the background because I have to say that I didn't love it. I think it was a solid 3 to 4 star read for me. The writing style is absolutely stunning and beautiful, and something that I loved about this book. The ending is something I didn't really enjoy. Also, some of the characters, I don't know. I wasn't the biggest fan of either Addie or Henry. I think his name was Henry, right? Yes. And I have trouble saying it, but I did really love Luke, and I also, something I did really love about this book were sort of the skips in time, so going from Addie's past to her present, which I really enjoyed. I think I gave this 3.5 to 4 stars, something along those lines, because it's not a 5-star for me, but it's also definitely not a 3-star, so it sort of sits around the 4-star mark, somewhere along that line. Nina always goes to the litter box whenever I have to film. And yes, if you're wondering, she doesn't actually scoop up the litter over her whatever she did, but she scoops over the walls of the thing. Very smart cat, walking around for 18 years on this planet and still doesn't realize how this has to happen. But anyway, that actually leaves 2 books on the TBR, and I can safely say that I did not finish The Wolf in the Water. I'm filming this on the 31st, if you're wondering. I am nearly done with this one though, but I don't think I can get it finished before the new year. So this is going to be a January wrap-up book, which you'll probably see. This not so much. It's horrible. Really bad. But that's it. Let's not talk about my Game of the Books TBR because I did finish other books. So one of the other books that I finished was Avalon High, and you can see a picture on screen now because I don't own it physically. I was not a fan. I watched the Disney movie that is loosely based on this book, or the other way around, quite a few years ago, and I loved it. I remember rewatching it multiple times, loving the characters, loving the actors, that kind of thing. But when I read the book is completely different. It sort of gets turned into a I want to murder you and something with, I don't know, kidnap, and just, I was blown away by the lack of a plot, but the lack of a good plot, I would have to say. I was so unimpressed with this one, and I didn't give it 1 star, I gave it 2 stars, but still, if I could refilm my most disappointing books of the year, that one would be on the list. I really, really didn't like it. And then that leaves 2 more books that I have reread this month, and those are Even the Darkest Stars and All the Wandering Light by Heather Fawcett. I love this duology. I think I've mentioned that multiple times already. They have my heart, they really do. I read these during Polarthon, so I finished 2 books during the weekend Polarthon edition, which was 3 days, and I read 2 books, so I'm pretty happy with myself. I love these. I really don't have to say that again, I think, but this book is basically about Kamzin, and Kamzin wants to become the royal explorer, or at least explore for her life, sort of. Her living, I have to say. And when she gets the opportunity to do so, because the actual royal explorer named River actually comes along and she gets the opportunity to go on an adventure, she goes on an adventure, and that's where everything starts. They have to go to Mount Raxa to get a very important amulet. I think it's an amulet that basically reinforces the sort of ban or the curse that is put upon the witches so that they lose their power. And these books are so well done, and same goes for the second one, All the Wandering Light. I just love them so much, and they're so well written. And those were actually all of the books that I've read in December. December was a busy month for me. I didn't read too much. Not the greatest, but I did really, really enjoy December. That said, though, I do want to say a Happy New Year to you again. I know I've already said it in my previous video, but Happy New Year. I hope that 2021 will treat us better, because we deserve it, don't we? And yeah, that is everything for this video. I hope I will be reading quite a bit in January so that I have a decent wrap-up next month, but I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press that little bell icon so you get post notifications every single time that I or Femke post a video. Also, let me know which books you've read in December or some of your best books of 2020. That would also be really, really great. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!